Hey there, it's Tracy, and welcome to the Save the Crafty YouTuber video hop. Every stop along the way is a different video tutorial created by a fabulous group of talented crafters. We're coming together so you can discover new card makers while helping us reach our monetization goals. All you have to do is watch, like the video, consider subscribing, and click the link in the description below for the next stop. There's tons of prizes to give away, so just indicate whether you're located in the USA or international so that the prizes can be awarded appropriately. Today I'm creating backgrounds with stencils from Birch Design, Studio Katia, and Memory Box. I taped down an A2 size panel of white cardstock to my glass media mat with purple tape, and then I placed the Birch Design ring tile stencil over top and secured it with post-it tape. This helps ensure nothing is shifted around when I stencil. Using dome blending foams, I started to blend SPUN Sugar Distress Oxide ink on an angle starting in the upper left of the panel, and then I moved on to scattered straw. I worked both the colors together back and forth, making sure that I had a smooth transition between them. The next color I used was cracked pistachio. I laid some of the color down, and then I started working to blend it together with the scattered straw. Once again, making sure I had a smooth transition between the two colors. The final color I added to my pastel rainbow was tumbled glass. I brought the color up from the bottom rather than down from the cracked pistachio. When I'm finishing out a panel, I like to work the last color up into the previous color that I laid down. I'm not sure if it really makes a difference, but I think it makes that final blend a bit softer. Once I had all the color down, I went back to work out each of the transitions until I was satisfied with the blend. I lifted the stencil to reveal the beautiful background, and then I set it aside so I could move on to background number 2. For the next card, I used Studio Katia Birthday Balloon Duo stencils. This is a 2-piece set that makes it easy to offset the balloons in a unique way every time. Once again, I secured both the card panel and the stencils, but this time I used post-it tape on top of both so that I could move the tape around if necessary. I used Distress Oxide inks once again, this time using lots of fun birthday colors. I've linked all the colors I used in the description below. I applied the ink heavier over the bottom right of the balloons and lighter near the top left to create some highlights. Once I added color to the balloons on the first stencil, I switched it out for the second stencil and then inked more balloons, sometimes overlapping them to create a realistic translucent effect. Once I was done, I lifted the stencil and tapped wet paintbrushes together over the panel for interest, and I picked up some of the color with a clean paper towel. After I was finished, I noticed there was a shadow in the upper left corner of a balloon I didn't stencil over. I just laid the stencil back down over the shadow, added another colored balloon, and a really easy fix. So we have 2 cards done, and now we're going on to our final background. I'm going to create a background using peacock feather, cracked pistachio, and shaded lilac Distress Oxide inks. I blended the colors on an angle, but in a very random order. I laid down the Memory Box faceted diamond stencil over the ink blended panel and secured it with post-it tape. You'll notice that I went a bit overboard with the tape, but the stencil was warping a bit, and because I'm going to be applying paste to the stencil, I needed to be sure it wasn't going to slip at all. I used Moonstone Nouveau Glimmer Paste all over the stencil using a palette tool, making sure that I smoothed the paste top to bottom evenly. Once done, I lifted the stencil to reveal the gorgeous faceted shape over the ink blended panel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you consider subscribing to my channel for more inspiration. Make sure you leave a comment for your chance to win a $25 gift certificate for scrapbook.com, and make sure you leave comments at all stops along the hop for your chance to win one of the many prizes being offered by April 5th. See the description below for the next stop along the hop and for Justine Hovey's blog for full details about the video hop.